Hey everyone, it's Mana here. So the purpose that I'm making this video is, if you're already in the Discord, you already know. Like I started playing another game, and well, the game is called Guardian Tales, and my Alliance member actually been playing it for quite some time now, and some of the members have asked me to give it a shot, and I haven't really gotten into Guardian Tales because I didn't want to play another gacha game back then. That was like a few months back, but now that the fifth anniversary event is a little bit. I would say there's not too much to do. Yeah, I gave it a shot and I was pleasantly surprised, I would say. So the purpose of this video is just to highlight like the top differences between Valkyrie Connect and Guardian Tales. So just go jump right into it. So I'm Mana, so I'm in like the top two guild in the game, and I'm one of the top PvP players, and I cleared most of the top contents. Um, and I pretty much put this together in a nice PowerPoint just to highlight the little differences here. So again, like the background, I'm like a 4-year veteran playing Valkyrie Connect. For Guardian Tales, I'm about 2 weeks into the game. I'm enjoying it so far, but as with every new game, you tend to enjoy it in the beginning, and end game is pretty much where you have to consider. So just to show you guys how it is, this is like the login screen after you log into Valkyrie Connect on Steam, and then you have all these things like PvP you can access in the UI. So for Guardian Tales, I logged in here with my LD player. So you have a little town thing, you can build stuff. So the Guardian Tales is a little bit of a newer game, so this is a little bit to be expected. And you do have the similar things as like guild. You have your banner summons, you have your story mode, you have your PvP in Colosseum. Oh shit, I won a lot of matches. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, and you have the same battle log here. I'm only 2 weeks in, but I'm already beating a lot of decent players. My ranking now is gold. So if we go to reward tier, I'm gold one now. Holy crap! So when I first started here, I started at bronze. So I'm up here at gold. Then there's platinum, there's masters, and then there's top 100, 10 and 3. So I'm just gonna go. I'll go over the differences here in a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in order in the PowerPoint. So same here. You do have you do have a little arena log, and you could fight people here. So going back to the PowerPoint, I summarized this into two nice slides. So the first topic will be if the game is free to play friendly. So that's probably why people would consider playing a game. Like how friendly is it? Do I have to spend a lot of money to progress? And for Valkyrie Connect, I pretty much I broke it down for you guys. This game is kind of revolved around pulling heroes and weapons off banners. So saving diamonds is the number one thing. So for free to play, if you log in every day, do your dailies and whatever, you get about 350 average per day. And someone actually did the moving average math for this and tracked it over like a year. So RVST in Discord, he did a really good job with that. For PvP, if you slack on it, you can still probably get like 200 plus diamonds. So banners at regular price, it costs $3,000 for each temple. There are discount steps, like the first step might be discounted, second step might be discounted. So definitely aim for those. But I'm here considering regular price. So at about 3,000 diamonds per pull, then you need to save about a week for a 10 pull. So I would say it's kind of free to play friendly. They doing the game model does encourage you to buy diamonds to pull on things, and a lot of content you do need specific heroes or gear for. So you are a little bit limited here. And I would say, again, I only played for Guardian Tales for about 2 weeks, but I did a lot of homework on it, a lot of reading, and I did have a sneak peek into mid game and a bit of end game looking at YouTube videos. So I have a decent understanding, I would say. And this math from free to play monthly income is actually done by someone else, and I checked the math on that, and it checks out. So you get about 25K diamonds a month just for free to play, and the banner cost is a little bit discounted when you do 10 pulls, 10%. Normally it's like 3,000 diamonds if you do single pulls each, but then if you do 10 pulls, you get a little higher chance, plus it's a little bit cheaper, so why not do that? So a regular price is 2,700 diamonds. And at this current rate, you can get a 10 pull within like 3 to 4 days, I would say. So I would say it's pretty free to play friendly, and so far I'm hitting almost end game, and most content aren't really gated by I would say like heroes or gear. It's pretty free to play friendly from what I heard on from people talking on Discord. So there's that. And next up, it's about banners. So for every gacha game, banner is the number one thing for these gacha games, right? So for Valkyrie Connects, I've been here for 4 years. I've been hearing people like complain, say good things about it. But then the biggest criticism that I agree with is from players is like banner currency doesn't carry over. So what I mean by banner currency is when you pull on banners, you get a little token, right? This is supposed to be pity. Like when I first pull on this banner, I get 30 of these tokens, and with these tokens, you can buy stuff. Like you can buy, for example, this banner, you can buy the hero, you can buy gear, and but then this trader it only lasts for like a week or so. Some traders last for 2 weeks, but when this is gone, all your currency that you don't use disappears. It's gone. But for this game, let's go to the shop. So every time you do a pull, you get a currency called like a mileage ticket, and that's so this is for like gear, and this is for hero and gear. So you can see here, I'm almost to 300, and you can pretty much every hero in the game you can buy here. Every unique hero in the game you can buy with this mileage ticket, and this doesn't disappear per banner. So you can literally do discounts if there are any discounts. I don't think there is so far, but then you can just save up this mileage ticket. You can get the hero you want. You can get their exclusive gear specific to your hero as you wish. So in that case, it's pretty nice, I would say. Okay, and the next thing up is for Valkyrie Connects. It's like some heroes can be bought by can be bought by pity. That's another big thing like whales complain about. For example, if you want one of these heroes, one specific hero in this banner, and let's say you pull like all the way to pity and you still don't have that hero, and then you look at this box and say, oh shit, I bought this box, and just randomly I get one of these three heroes. And if I already have two of these heroes, then there's a low chance, like a 33% chance that I'll get the hero I want. So this is a big concern. You can spend a ton of money, and you might still miss this hero. Like you think about this. This hero box is just 1 out of 1, so you only have one shot at this. It's not like, well, you probably don't want to. You don't want to spend a ton of money buying this box over and over and for the RNG anyways. So usually select heroes are good, but for this banner, you don't get it. And for other good banners like Apocalypse, Catalyst banners with the best heroes in the game, it's behind like a box like this, or you have to get it on a banner. So that's kind of interesting, I would say. I wouldn't say it's good or bad because it's the same for every player in the game. So in that case, it's relatively the same for everyone. And I did crunch the math here. You'll have to trust me on my math. I'm Asian, so this is pretty much correct. So for Lucky Pity, it's about $300 to guarantee that hero. For Callus and Apocalypse, like I said, this is behind a box. But then this box, I'll say box here, and it costs about $750. There are some banners like during collaborations where you could buy the hero outright, but it will still cost you about $700, $750 worth of diamonds approximately if you go all the way to pity. For Guardian Tales, you can the pity is 200 pulls. That's about 81k diamonds. And given the math here, you can buy a hero you want with about $270. So the difference is for Valkyrie Connect, heroes are more exclusive. Like I said, it's all relative to the player that you compete with. So you do see a lot more variety in like PvP ranks and Connect battles, just because heroes are exclusive and not everyone have the same heroes. But for Guardian Tales, I think in the upper tier, everyone runs meta. So you can collect everything you want if you want to be a collector, and nothing else is really that exclusive that I can see. Okay, next topic here is PvE. So PvE is what a lot of players play gacha games for. Like collecting heroes, doing fun connects. And for Valkyrie Connect, in order to beat a lot of different connects, you have like X battles and stuff like that. You need like a large variety of decent heroes. You need different races. You need different elements to do well, and you also need gear. And you probably need to farm like a long time to get to that part where you can clear every connect by yourself. For Guardian Tales, most of the PvE content is like story mode. There's boss battles for guild raids and stuff, but then you don't need too many heroes. You just work on say like two teams, 8 heroes, and you can even use like 2-star heroes, which is considered like uh, not top tier, and they can still do pretty well. I would say like the PvE, it could be gated at the upper end. Like if you don't have a specific hero that fits a role that you need, like a tank or like a strong DPS, then you might get gated here a little bit too. But I haven't got to that stage yet, so I really can't comment. Okay, next topic here is PvP. This is what I usually focus on. For me, I'm a PvP player, and I would say Valkyrie Connect is have a lot of depth in it, and that you can pick. There's a lot of heroes that you can choose. There's a ton more heroes in Valkyrie Connect than Guardian Tales, which is understandable. Valkyrie Connect is a 5-year old game, so. Back in the early days, Valkyrie Connect didn't have too much heroes too, but nowadays there's a lot of gear, a lot of heroes, and there's a lot of theory crafting involved in building like a well balanced team. And Guardian Tales, one big difference is like arena is manual play. What I mean by manual play is you manually control your character instead of like auto battle. So just to showcase it a little bit, you can find videos on your own. So it's pretty much WASD to move around on your keyboard if you play on a PC, or on your phone you just tap on your screen on these selective buttons, and I would say it's pretty well optimized for like a 2D side-scrolling game. So there's that. And there is Coliseum, which is like 4v4. Just to sh- and in Valkyrie Connect, it's all auto battle. Like you don't control any of these characters. Arena, you do like a 5v5 in arena, and in Grand Arena you do 3 teams of 5. So you battle someone, you choose 3 of these. And then for Guardian Tales, it's not too much depth in it. So when you go to Coliseum, which is I would think that's equivalent to Grand Arena. You have 4 heroes that you select, and you select the positioning against your enemy hero, your opponent, and then you pretty much watch them attack. That's pretty much it. So and okay, so here's a really big thing. So when I say reward is less impactful than for VC, um, just to show you how it is on Valkyrie Connect, when you look at the reward, this is A rank, right? So there's B1 rank. If you're in your B1 rank, which is what most people are, the top 100 you get 140 diamonds a day. If we go down a tier, it's 130, which is not too bad. But when you go to A tier, you top 5 rank, you get 500 diamonds. 6 to 10, you get 450. That's 10% down already. 11 to 30, you get 400. And then you get 300 here, you get 200 here. So if you're like, so there's like 6 arena groups. So for you to be ranked 1 to 5, you're in the top 30 players in global. But most players they're hanging around here at 200 diamonds, maybe 150. But then if you compare yourself to one of these top players, then these guys have probably 3 times your income at the upper bracket. So going back to let's go back to Guardian Tales here. Uh, so right now I'm in Goat 1 tier. I'm close to like if you think about like top 10, this is a North America server world 2, right? So in my server, my income is like probably half of like rank 3 in my server. So and so as I'm and this is like 2 weeks in the game, right? So that's why I mean like rewards aren't that impactful. I would say it's pretty fair, and this is one big reason why free to play. This is for like free to play friendly, because you can catch up to income pretty quickly. Like I would think I could climb up to like say platinum, maybe diamond in a few months, and the diamond reward I get is pretty close to the top. And that's the same for guild rewards too when you do guild raids. So I would say that's pretty nice. And Valkyrie Connect is a little bit more less forgiving, like for like Guildra and stuff like that. The rewards heavily benefit like the top 10, 20 guilds, such that they're able to snowball, and it's really hard for like an upcoming player to break into top ranks. You have to get into like a good guild somehow and work your way up there. So that's for PvP. I'll say they're they're interesting. It's depend on what you want. So those are the two differences. All right, now, going to story, I would say this is pretty much the number one thing that's surprised me about Guardian Tales is the story is literally really amazing. Like I laugh doing the story. It's really interactive. Like you control your character, so it makes it more interactive. Whereas Valkyrie Connect, it's more like oh you do auto battle. So this is like the main quest, and your whole quest line is like, oh, let's read these this is like almost like a visual novel talking about Ragnarok, and they've been talking about Ragnarok for the last 5 years, and it haven't really ended. And I don't think they really have a direction with how the story is going. So that's kind of it for Valkyrie Connect. I think they haven't really updated the story chapter either, and collaborations are I would say collaboration revolve around like the world ending and you saving the world. So it's pretty one-dimensional for Valkyrie to connect. It's not really the highlight of this game. But Guardian Tale, I would say it's really interactive. There's a lot of memes. It's a new game and it's up to date, and it's been funny. I would say I enjoyed it a lot. So it's definitely worth checking out. I would say. And okay, let's talk about the gameplay. I would say Valkyrie Connect, most content are like auto battles, like you think about PvP and Connects, most people do auto battles. So it's very simple. You don't have to do a lot of input once you gear your heroes and pick your heroes. You just like auto farm from there, and that's it. And some people like it because it's nice and simple. Like you just like auto farm brainless, and you don't need a lot of like brain power other after you gear your team. And endgame for Valkyrie Connect is pretty, I would say it's pretty simple. You do your dailies, you do your PvP for diamonds. You can log in like 5 or 10 minutes before reset, and you can climb. And part of the endgame for PvE is you kill every connect boss. There's different elements, different restrictions, and that's kind of it for in-game for Valkyrie Connect. For in-game for Guardian Tales, I watched some in-game players talk about it, and part of there's not really end game yet for Guardian Tales because it's still kind of new, but then it kind of revolves around like maxing different heroes. It takes a long time. It takes like probably like a month plus to work on a single hero, but that's to be expected. Like Valkyrie Connect, if you think about early days, like the first year of playing, you pull your hero, you get 3 stars, and you do hero quests, and you take like I don't know, like a few months to 5-star that hero, and that was like early days in Valkyrie Connect, where you can only do like 3 hero quests a day. And part of the end game for Valkyrie, for Guardian Tales is like you have to farm gear, you have to reroll stats, which is I would say is pretty RNG. I can see this taking up a lot of time, like just to show here in the enhancements. Let's go to enhancements. Let's pick a random gear and I'll say option change, right? So if I do like option change on this, um, no, each of these stats have like a range, and once you get the the highest range, you can lock it and then keep re-rolling. And there's like a lot of RNG here, but for Valkyrie Connect, I would say it's a lot more simple. Like all you do with your gear is you level up to max, you skill 5 it, and that's it. So I would say it's really simple for Valkyrie Connect. Like you use it's 40, and then you max skill it, and that's it for gears. So it's pretty simple for that. So I would say Guardian Tales, you gotta take a long time maxing heroes and getting the right piece of gear. Although it probably wouldn't matter. You don't need like perfect stats or anything. And part of the end game for Guardian Tales like is like oh you do puzzles, right? So to complete a stage in like the story mode or any side quests, you have these stars, and part of these stars is like you have to clear the main stage. You have to collect all the purple circles. It's like Sonic collecting all the coins. So and some of it is not that clear cut. But then luckily there's a lot of YouTube videos helping you with the puzzles. Okay, so overall, my ending thoughts is I still think like Valkyrie Connect is a decent game. I still like it. Part of the reason is like there's a lot of theory crafting involved, a lot of strategizing involved. You have to pick you have to like get your hero right. You have to pick the right hero combinations, and you have to be smart about spending your diamonds. And but then with patience and a little bit of luck, you can reach the upper ranks like me. I don't spend much money on Valkyrie Connect. Like I told you guys, the only thing I really buy now usually is like the Diamond Pass, and I don't really buy most of the packs. Like these packs, I don't really get. Sometimes I get the gear packs, but then usually it's just the Diamond Pass, $6 a month. That's it. For Guardian Tales, I think it's the same. It's gonna be the same thing for me. I'll buy the Diamond Pass that's monthly, and that costs about $4 a month. So yeah, I'll say a huge thing about like Valkyrie Connect is like it's simple, yes, but you don't have to only play Valkyrie Connect, right? But then I would say like Guardian Tales in contrast is like it's a newer game. The game engine is a little bit different, so you do have a lot more content you can do on Guardian Tales. And so far, there's like a lot of like really helpful players on Discord and a lot of player guides. And for Valkyrie Connect, there's not too much content creators anymore, and uh, and that's partially why I make these hero tier lists, is because no one's really covering it. So I decided to just fill in the gap and do a little bit of community service, help out some new players, and hopefully Valkyrie Connect could be a better game in the future. And hopefully they add more content, because the content they add nowadays is either you read like a visual novel or you do a Connect battle, and that's kind of it for Valkyrie Connect. But for Guardian Tales, I can see them able to do a lot more interesting things. Like you can do puzzle, you can do stages, you can do different ways of controlling characters. And one of the biggest thing about Guardian Tales is like there's heroes with like Gatling guns, and it just reminded me of like playing Metal Slug, and that was like well really really fun. So and again, just to highlight the Guardian Tales, there's less of an income gap between like top players and yourself, so it's pretty free to play friendly. But I would say for content, there's not too much for me to talk about right now. For Guardian Tales, it's like most of it is like what how you progress in the game, and you just work on it, and you check back in a few months or a few weeks, right? So that's kind of like progression is pretty slow in the game. You're pretty much gated by your stamina, but that's also true for Valkyrie Connect back in the days, but they made it a lot easier to get stamina now. But yeah, I would say overall, check out the game. I'm in North America World 2. Maybe you'll catch me if you try it there. I would say if you're gonna try out the game for Guardian Tales, just play it for maybe a few days. If you like it, if you really think you like it, I would say stop the game there, re-roll for the best hero on the banners, and then start playing. It's the same for Valkyrie Connect 2. If you're new to a game, I would say re-roll for the best character that you can possibly pick, and then you start the game. So that's it for this video. If you play Guardian Tales, you can always contact me on the Valkyrie Connect Discord. There's a off-topic channel that's called Guardian Tales, and sometimes I chat in there. And anyways, well, have fun with the rest of the fifth anniversary in Valkyrie Connect. If you get bored, you can always check out Guardian Tales. I'm not sponsored by either of these games, so it's mostly for me to talk about it. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.